Hi. Did you know you're not hard to love? You're just not meant to shrink anymore. Do you ever feel that way? Do you feel like person after person, maybe you just feel like you're not worthy of love, but you do have a high sense of self esteem and self respect. So why are you still single? Why is it so hard to find a partner? And within that, yeah, we feel like we end up shrinking to please other people. Sometimes we think that maybe there are subconscious programming in there where we feel like we aren't worthy of someone that's our level or better. You better believe that that subconscious programming is going to be reflected back into the projection of your reality. And then when you realize that you really are worthy of everything, you are worthy of not shrinking a single bit. There's a difference between sharing yourself of how you are and needing to explain yourself for every little thing. If you find yourself constantly explaining or feeling like you're walking on eggshells, that's a lesser energy that you're not meant for, because we're meant to feel free. We're meant to feel light. We're meant to feel joyful and expansive. So anything that makes you feel anything other than that, that's your body that is telling you to go the other direction. Our bodies, by the way, are one of the most advanced pieces of technology that there is. Honestly, to this existence that we know of on human mankind, this body is capable of remote viewing into space, is capable of telepathically sending messages to other people without Wi-Fi. It is capable of climbing to the top of a mountain. Drone can't do that. It is capable of loving and having complex cognitive thoughts without needing billions and billions of data gathered from around the world for decades to create an AI. This avatar that we have found our consciousness in is the most beautiful piece of technology on this planet. And we have been told that we are just a meat body created from monkeys and fish. It is not true. It is not true at all. This channel is Awaken with Debb, and here we awaken to the truth of who we are. So if this sounds like your journey, join me. This is a channel where we do dive in deep. We keep the vibe light. I think that's the first time I remembered that. Just kidding. Repetition is great. Learning repetition for the videos. These are great, not just for the marketing or algorithms. I have something in my eye, but also for my own programming. Because the more that I am practicing it outwards, the more it is reflected back to my reality as well. I really have something in my eye. Wow. I don't even know where this thing would come from or why. Probably an eyelash. Anyways, okay, so now someone like me would stop and pause and be like, what is the significance of my right eye wanting to close up in the middle of a video? What would that significance be? And what was I talking about? Is something trying to block that subject? Okay, I'm going to keep my eyes closed, see if I can get some water or movement in there. And in the meantime, try to keep talking. Okay, awareness, awakening. Oh, this body. How do I even start this conversation? Am I going to post this? Yes, I am. Okay. This is one of the weirdest videos I've ever had. But we're going to roll with it. There's this thing traveling around our solar system right now. And I have not read more, not even a handful of articles on it. But I do know it's there. And I've purposely not read articles because I don't want any information of it to be swayed a certain direction, because these bodies are extreme pieces of technology. And I can tell you that the moment that things started showing up in our solar system, my life has not been the same. This body has not been the same. My mind has not been the same. My energy has not been the same. And so it's very peculiar. Let me know below in the comments if you also have felt strange this summer, and strange in a good way. If you are on the journey of awakening, are you feeling this increase of abilities? This increase of self-trust, increase of messages, increase of knowing? I don't need to read all these articles to have an idea of, there's a lot of things in the human world that we can't explain in words, that we can just feel and know at a certain level. At least that's how I exist, to the level that I'm at. And when I started that, it was 555. So this channel is encouraging you to awaken to your truest self. Because as you remove the layers of the masks and the programming and the limiting beliefs and the fear-based matrix program that will literally grip so many people. I forgot I was wording that. Once you get over all that, there is a level of peace. There is a level of knowing. There is a level of faith. There is a level of trust. And awakening to the awareness of who you are will bring you into those states of being. And that's what I'm here for, is to share this truth. This video may not be the best, but that's just what it's been. There was a full moon that I stared at this morning upon waking at 4 a.m. The sunrise, bright and red with clouds over mountain peaks that I stood on over the weekend. This way of sharing information is an art. And art is not meant to be liked by everyone, but it is intended to spark emotion or thoughts that maybe you haven't felt before. And that goes for all art. An artist doesn't ask that you like what they created. They hope that it inspires you or invokes emotion, or that you are able to see into their emotions and understand where they were at in the making. And that's what awakening is. Awakening is an art to understanding what your personal art is as a human, as a sovereign being. What is your unfolding of consciousness here to be like? And we say that everyone has a gift, and when it's like, well, how can there be that many gifts? Well, it's like there is, otherwise you wouldn't exist, because the universe will only create something new in order for it to exist. So if there's nothing new about you, then you wouldn't exist. But there is. I mean, literally everyone is different. We know this. There is enough space and creativity in this world for everyone to have a gift, to have a purpose, to have a soul essence. And it might sound crazy now, but it's definitely, the time is here. The time is on this. The time of awakening is here upon earth. Whatever the fear-based system within this matrix has been, it is falling. And whether it's falling altogether, or maybe even just like stepping to the side while we exist in a different way. Whatever it is, messages like this are important. And wherever you fit within your awakening journey, you're right where you are meant to be. And if you're feeling a call for more, this is your permission slip to dive into more, because we need more light workers and grid workers around the world. Think of it like, I've heard that God said the mountains were placed upon earth to help anchor it in place. So think of the light workers doing the same thing, anchoring in the vibration to help adjust for this new switch. There's a lot happening on so many different fronts and categories, paradoxes, interdimensional. Oh, crazy. So, how do we awaken to our awareness? Well, we become aware of our truth. And although the truth may seem painful, it's usually the resistance to the truth that is actually painful. The resistance in the sense that maybe you're gaining some weight. And the truth of it is, maybe you could be looking. So here, the old matrix would say, look at your food and exercise, which is true. But the awakening aspect says, what is your soul telling you? Why is the food and exercise not just aligned with what your body needs, what your spirit needs? That's the aspect we want to look at, because yes, there's the physical of burning calories and being active, and there's the calories in, calories out. But I can tell you that I have personally tested with myself and with others that all of that, it's not obsolete. It's not absolute, whatever the word is. You can bypass that, because we are creatures of energy and of consciousness, and everything is built within consciousness and energy from the inside out. And none of that matters. Even DNA. Even DNA. So this business of awakening first comes with facing yourself and not being afraid to face the truth and the resistance that's going to come with it. Where are you resisting being a better person without feeling like you need to fix or heal yourself? Because then that's where you feel shame, and that's why you have resistance, and that's why the truth feels like pain. It's paradox. Just understand that wherever you are, or whatever things you don't like about yourself, or whatever things you can feel that aren't part of you, you can let go of them without feeling the shame that you accumulated them. You accumulating them, it isn't necessarily your fault. You may not have known. It was probably programming from when you were a child. Or from the Matrix is a very powerful thought being that has a lot of people's consciousness grasped inside, and it doesn't want to let you go. So to understand the truth of that, and to see the truth of you being a sovereign being, that you can cut that off, and then you're going to feel grief and loss for who you were as that person, but on the other side, you're going to feel a sense of faith, trust, and joy that you found your sovereign truth. If you're ready for that, comment below. You are ready to face the truth of who you are without shame, without guilt, and make the changes necessary to find what makes you feel aligned with your core being. Just what lights you up, what makes you feel like a kid again. And it will change. One day it might be one thing, another day it might be another. And don't feel bad that it's changing. It's not that you weren't really into something, but maybe that was just a stepping stone to the next one, and that's okay too. Bottom line is, I feel like everyone puts way too much pressure on themselves. Just tune in a little bit more. Make decisions with the heart a little bit more. Feel like a kid just a little bit more. And definitely drink water and get into nature a little bit more. Well, this video had a rough start, but I feel like it had a good little flow there for a moment, so I'm going to call it quits. This channel is Awaken with Debb, and I do offer one-on-one presence portals, whether that be in person. I am located in Moab, Utah, home of adventure capital of the world, worldwide travelers. So yeah, if it's on your path, I'm here for it. We have some amazing portals of energy here. Absolutely. Other than that, Zoom is the way that I do things. So reach out, let me know. The website is actually debbashby.com. So if you want to go there, I'm still learning all the technological things. So we'll work through it together. But just know I am here for it. And if this resonates with you, if you feel that call to reach out, the permission slip is there to reach out. This is Awaken with Debb. I'm Deborah Kaye. Have a blessed day. I appreciate all of you so much. Thank you for watching.